Namaste, welcome to season 2, episode
8.
TT Talks. My name is Suhas.
My name is Kritika.
My name is Vinay.
My name is Ritika.
And today we have a special guest.
Uzma Khan.
So, Uzma, do you want to give us a little introduction about yourself and like your culture?
I'm a senior in high school, and basically I'm a Muslim Bangladeshi, so I'm from Bangladesh, not India, but I think we share a lot of like cultural similarities.
Awesome. Okay,
Nice.
so Kritika, you can start the questions.
So, Uzma, what is like your favorite or like your most prominent cultural experience?
Definitely like Ramadan. Like next week, the entire month of April is Ramadan, and basically we fast every day for like 30 days, and at the end, when that month is over, we have this huge like celebration with friends and family, and it's like a lot of fun, and it's this like shared feeling with other people, because you'll be like fasting and your other Muslim friends will be fasting too, and then yeah, that's probably it.
That seems so fun.
Starving
do
yourself.
It doesn't sound so
Wow,
great.
yeah. Thank you, Kritika.
do you feel like you're like obligated to like participate in that, or like do you genuinely like want to?
No, yeah, I do generally want to. Like, even though it's a little hard, like the whole point is that you like learn about what it's like to not have food, or like you struggle for God, and like the whole thing really heightens your like empathy or like sympathy towards other people, you know? And then you tend to be more like charitable or be aware of how not having food affects other people. So
Yeah. That is so interesting.
So, how many times have you visited Bangladesh after moving to the US?
Once, and it was this summer. After like 9 years of being here, I finally got to go back and visit my relatives. It was like really emotional, you know, and they were all surprised that I could speak Bangla.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so that was like really, it was great, because even though I haven't been able to visit them, like I still was able to like keep a lot of the culture because of my parents, you know. And visiting was a lot of fun. I got to learn more stuff, like certain beliefs, certain customs. They're actually getting a lot more modern now, is what I learned from my aunt. So that's pretty cool.
Okay.
Yeah, lots of fun in the village too.
Same. Like the villages are like probably my favorite part of visiting India.
Sorry, go ahead.
Okay. So, where did you live before US?
Before the US, I actually lived in Japan for like 7 years.
Wow, that's really interesting.
Yeah. So like not actually in Bangladesh. I've actually only lived in Bangladesh for like a year and a half when I was a baby. But yeah, mostly in Japan. And still like I would still consider myself Bangladeshi just because of like my language, my beliefs and stuff. So
That's so cool.
Yeah.
How is school like in Japan?
school in Japan. Okay, well, you know, I was very little. It's very systematic, I would say. I really don't know if the schools I went to were representative of all Japanese schools, but I did go to like Japanese speaking schools and not international ones. And, you know, there's very rule following, like certain customs, like I do think I had to wear a uniform or like certain clothes. I remember that. I remember it all being like super safe. Like we were given devices. So like if we were like kidnapped or something, we could like push a button and then it would alert the authorities. Like it was very like they really cared about the safety of their children. So that was pretty cool. And then we ate food in the classroom. I don't know.
Do you know
That might have just been my school though. Yeah.
Do you know any Japanese?
Okay,
Well,
great question. Funny story. I actually was fluent in Japanese, I had to be. But then when I moved to America after about a year, like it started kind of like fading as I adopted like English instead. It's really sad.
Yeah.
do you plan on visiting Japan again in the future?
Well, I really think that'd be nice. I think that like if I stayed there for like a year, maybe I could pick up more Japanese than like most people would, just because it's probably like in the back of my mind somewhere, like subconsciously. So that'd be pretty cool if I got to visit. Yeah, be nice.
And do you think that's like something really unique in like the Indian population, like South Asians?
South Asians. Okay, so when we were in Japan, we did have like a small Bangladeshi community. So what it was is that we like people like my parents, they got like scholarships to like complete their like PhD there or like some sort of education there. So there actually was like quite a few like brown people around us, and they formed like this whole community, right? But even then it was just like 5 families. And for those seeking education outside of their country, especially like South Asians, like I think that people tend to have this goal of going to foreign countries. So like I don't know if it's uncommon, but maybe like Japan as a country might be uncommon.
Rutika, do you have any questions?
So do you watch Bangladeshi movies?
I don't. Yeah, but like my parents, like they'll watch like these Bangladeshi dramas sometimes, but even then, like we kind of like moved away from that. It's usually just us talking to each other or like talking about Bangladeshi news.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you watch then?
I watch mostly like American shows. I'll like watch anything really, like no matter the language. If it's interesting, like I'll watch it. Yeah.
Cool. Mismatched.
Yeah, I watch Mismatched recently and like some Korean shows, some like Japanese like anime and stuff like that.
What's your favorite Bengali food?
Bengali food. So the thing about like Bangladesh is like the stereotype is that like people really love fish, but I do not. I hate fish. So my favorite Bengali food is literally just like chicken curry, like in Bengali style. You know.
Is it called Bangla style?
I guess so. Like in English. Yeah.
Okay. Do you get offended if people call you Indian instead of Bengali?
I wouldn't say offended. Like I just think it doesn't really surprise me, because I get that I'm South Asian and I look like quote unquote Indian or whatever. Like to people, they can't really differentiate, and like other brown people, they'll just assume I'm Indian too. So like it's no one recognizes me as like Bangladeshi.
Okay.
But it's okay, I guess.
I think people need to like educate themselves about that. Like there are other countries other than India.
Yeah, they really do forget that South Asia, like it's diverse.
And so as a Muslim, your house of worship is a mosque, right?
Yes.
So is there any like specifically Bengali mosques you're incoming?
No, I really don't think there's enough of like, especially like coming, there is not enough of like a Bangladeshi community for that to happen. I know there's like lots of places around the country where there's like a lot of Bangladeshis like together, but even then, like Islam, it's not like a Bangladesh specific like religion. Of course, like it's huge, like it's all around the world. I don't think people would make like or like create like a Bangladeshi specific mosque.
So what's like the primary religion of Bangladesh?
It is Islam.
Oh, it is
Yeah.
Islam. Okay.
Yeah, it is. But like Islam isn't specific to Bangladesh.
Okay. Vinay, do you have any questions?
Do you have any questions, Suhas?
So,
I've been asking questions.
do you listen to any like Bangladeshi type music?
Very, very few. I just know like a few key ones that I used to always sing like when I was little, but other than that, like I haven't heard anything new. And in Bangladesh they do like listen to a lot of like English songs. So yeah.
Oh, okay.
I know an interesting fact about Uzma.
Yeah.
Uzma
What?
is a gamer.
Okay, that's so funny. You're so hilarious, Kritika.
What type of games do you play?
I used to play Valorant and like League, but now it's just League because Valorant won't run on my computer. It's really sad.
Let's stay on topic.
That is on topic, actually.
Yeah.
Learning about our special guest is on topic.
Yeah, I mean, like, I was really surprised to learn that my relatives in Bangladesh, they know about Valorant, and, like, it reached Bangladesh. So, like, that's pretty cool
That is cool.
that they play the same games.
And okay. Is there
so-
like a specific clothing that's distinct to Bangladesh, like type of clothing?
So whenever I mention, like, the clothing, like, salwar kameez or, like, lehengas, like, other South Asian people tend to know about them too, like, so that I find that really interesting. I think we have, like, the same, like, base and then just, like, variations of that type of clothing. So I wouldn't really say so.
Vinay,
Yeah.
you were saying something.
I was just adjusting my camera.
Oh, okay.
Should
Uzma,
I?
is there anything you really want to add to like really just explain yourself a little bit better or something?
Anything about like culture or like experience?
Oh, how do you feel like your culture is represented right now? You've touched on that already, but like just like a little bit more.
Represented, but like, if you're asking about if I know other Bengali people or like Bangladeshi people, sorry, I literally don't know a single other Bangladeshi at our school, or like at least in our grade. Like, I'm sure there are, but I just literally have never heard of one, and that's really surprising. And at Alpharetta, where I was for a semester, there was like 2 Bangladeshi people. So, I do think that
Just
back.
culture? Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. Like, no, when I was in elementary school, when we lived more in like a lower income community, there were more. I'm pretty sure, like, I saw a statistic and like Bangladeshi, like, immigrant children, they're like one of the highest groups of people, like the highest rate of like low income or like poverty. So like I'm pretty grateful that my family doesn't like fall into that statistic, but I do think it's hard to find like representation in like areas like coming.
Do you think it would be like, I don't know, a better, or I don't want to say better experience, but like, do you think it would be nicer, I guess, to like feel more like included, or do you feel included?
I mean, yeah, the interesting thing about that is like there's so many South Asians, you know, at like our school, right? And there are like a lot of similarities, and it's nice to feel like people that around me like understand maybe some of the cultural like limitations or like beliefs that I have. But also, like, you guys will be talking about like, or not you guys, like other South Asians will be talking about like going to pujas or like certain other events that I'm just like, I don't know what this is. Like, I don't know. Like, I've never really participated.
No, that makes sense.
Or like Garba, you know. So I guess it would be more fun if I was more Like, there
Yeah.
were more Bangladeshis to talk to.
Mm-hmm. What about in school? Like, is there a particular experience that, like, ever, like, I don't know, scared you in some way? Or, like, was just unexpected?
Like, scared me, you mean how?
Like, maybe because, like, did you ever feel that you were, like, judged in some way because of your culture or who you are?
The sad thing is that, like, there is, like, a negative relationship, I feel like, between Bangladeshi people and Indian people and, like, the older generations, not, you know, people our age, of course, but then it's like, I go over to, like, somebody's house and, like, one time I found out, like, their parents, like, they used to make fun of, like the Bangladeshi language or whatever. Like, there's this, like, I don't know. It's, you know, I don't want to say too much, but it's,
Yeah.
No, that makes
there
sense.
is a negative, like, relation between those two countries sometimes. And I think prejudices exist for both sides.
Mm-hmm.
That's really interesting to know.
Yeah. You guys have never heard, or, like, your parents never talk about Bangladesh?
Not really, not in specific.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like they mainly talk about like issues in India specifically, but not really on
Mhm.
neighboring countries.
I see, yeah. That makes sense.
Do you know any famous Bengali celebrities?
Famous Bangladeshi celebrities.
Any good-looking ones, please let me know.
Any good-looking one?
Okay.
Like
I only
mainstream.
do.
Mainstream.
No, I really don't. I don't know why. Like, I know, like, the cricket players, like Shakib Al Hassan, like.
Oh, really? No.
Is like the movie
I know
industry
him,
not big
yeah.
there?
Huh?
Is the movie industry not big there?
I wouldn't know. Like,
Well, how
so I
about
don't want to
if
make
you
any,
don't
like,
know?
wrong statements.
how about the other way? Like, if we might not know Bengali or like Bangla actors or like movies, do like they know more of like the Bollywood, Tollywood type of movies?
Oh yeah, Bollywood's very big in Bangladesh, of course. Like, we used to sing like Sheila Ki Jawani, like, all day, like, what, 10 years ago, whatever. But I don't know if they know about Tollywood though.
Yeah.
So that's very interesting. Yeah.
Okay.
Who's your favorite in like Bollywood? Or do you have a favorite?
Yeah. Do you have a favorite?
Well, it's like actor,
Sure.
Yeah,
Actor, movie, song, anything.
movie, I guess, like the classic, like Kuch Kuch Hota Hai. Like, I don't know if I'm saying it right.
No,
You are.
Yeah, that's about it. And then Kajol is obviously iconic, so
She is.
very beautiful.
I agree.
Still sad her and Shah Rukh Khan aren't married, but it's okay.
It's okay. They are in almost like every single movie, so.
Yeah, like, why? Okay, whatever. Anyway.
All right. Thank you so much, Uzma, for taking out the time to film and record this podcast.
Yeah, of course.
Are there
Talking about
any
myself is very
final
fun.
questions you guys have?
We're just really glad that you decided to join us today, and
And we're happy that you're with us.
We are happy that you are
We
here.
are happy that you are here.
Yeah.
We appreciate your time a lot.
Thank
the
you.
yoga physics test tomorrow.
Oh my god. I'm sorry I said that too many
That's okay.
times.
It's okay.
we learned a lot about you and your culture, and
Yeah, I think the Japan is really unique.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, I wish I could learn more about you guys, but I feel like your listeners already probably know way too much. So
they know a lot
I'll
about
ask
me.
off the show. Oh wow.
They're kind of tired of
Okay.
No, the main thing you need to know, Uzma, is that Suhas tries to be a Prabhas wannabe.
I am
Yeah.
Prabhas.
Yeah.
Definitely know what
okay,
that
that's
means.
not even a
Yeah.
compliment anymore because Prabhas is bad now.
But
We'll
wait,
send
should
you a
I?
picture of Prabhas and then a picture of Suhas, and then you can tell us.
Okay. I'll let you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you
Sounds
for your
good.
time.
Thanks.
Thank you so much.